What if the world around you, the chair you're sitting on, even your own hands, aren't as solid as you think? What if reality itself is just a beautiful, intricate illusion? It's a mind-bending idea, but one that ancient mystics and cutting-edge scientists are surprisingly starting to agree on. Today, we're diving deep down the rabbit hole to question everything you thought you knew about what is real. For thousands of years, spiritual traditions have pointed to this same truth. In Hinduism, they call it Maya, the cosmic veil of illusion that conceals the true nature of reality. Maya is the grand performance, the divine play that makes us believe the temporary world is the ultimate truth. We get so caught up in the drama, the characters, and the scenery that we forget we are both the actors and the audience, all part of one single divine consciousness. Similarly, Buddhism teaches the concepts of impermanence and emptiness. Everything you see, touch, and feel is in a constant state of flux. Nothing is permanent. The joy you felt yesterday is a memory. The person you are today is different from who you'll be tomorrow. The core teaching is that things don't have a fixed, independent existence. They are empty of a solid, unchanging self. This isn't a negative concept, it's liberating. It means that things can change, that suffering isn't permanent, and that we are not stuck. Let's journey to ancient Egypt and Greece with Hermeticism. One of its core principles states, the all is mind, the universe is mental. This powerful idea suggests that the entire cosmos is a creation within a universal consciousness, much like characters and worlds are creations within an author's mind. You, me, the stars, the galaxies all are thoughts in the mind of the all. Our reality is a mental construct. Then there are the Gnostics, who spoke of a flawed, illusory world created by a lesser being, obscuring a higher, divine truth. They saw our material existence as a kind of prison for the soul, a shadow play distracting us from the real world of light and spirit. Their goal was gnosis, or direct, intuitive knowledge, which was the key to seeing past the illusion and reconnecting with the divine source. You might be thinking, this is all fascinating philosophy, but it's not science. Well, let's fast forward a few thousand years and step into the bizarre world of quantum physics. This is where things get truly strange. Scientists discovered that the fundamental building blocks of our universe, particles, like electrons, do not exist in a single place until they are observed. Until you look, they exist as a wave of probability, a cloud of potential. It's the act of observation, of consciousness itself, that seems to collapse this wave into a definite particle in a definite location. The observer literally helps co-create the reality they're witnessing. Think about that. The universe seems to wait for you to look before it decides to be there. This leads us right to the simulation theory, an idea popularized by thinkers like Nick Bostrom and Elon Musk. The theory proposes that what we experience as reality could be an incredibly advanced computer simulation. Just like in a video game, the world would only be rendered when a player looks at it. The laws of physics are simply the lines of code that govern the simulation. While it's still a hypothesis, it is uncanny how well it aligns with what quantum physics is telling us and what the ancients have been saying all along. Our reality might be a coded, projected experience. Now, let's bring it even closer to home. Inside your own head. Neuroscience shows us that we don't experience reality directly. Not at all. Our senses are incredibly limited. Our eyes only see a tiny sliver of the electromagnetic spectrum. Our ears only hear a narrow range of sound frequencies. Your brain receives a constant stream of electrical signals, vibrations from light, sound, and touch, and it does something miraculous. It interprets these abstract signals and constructs a coherent 3D model of the world inside your skull. The color red isn't out there. It's your brain's interpretation of a specific wavelength of light. The solidity of the table isn't inherent to the table. It's a story your brain tells you based on electrical repulsion between atoms. You're not seeing the world. You're seeing your brain's best guess of the world. You are living inside a neurological movie, produced, directed, and starring you. So if our senses are limited, our brain is just an interpreter, and the very fabric of the universe is probabilistic. Why does reality feel so incredibly real? It's because our survival depends on it. Our brains evolved to create a stable, predictable user interface so we can navigate the world without getting overwhelmed by the infinite complexity underneath. We need to believe the bus coming towards us is solid to get out of the way. The illusion is a very convincing and very useful one, but it's still an illusion. Okay, so what? What's the practical takeaway from all of this? This isn't just a fun intellectual exercise. It's a key to profound personal freedom. First, understanding that much of our world is a construct can dramatically reduce suffering. When you realize that pain, loss, and hardship are part of the impermanent play of Maya, their grip on you loosens. You can still feel sadness or grief, but you don't have to identify with it completely. You can see it as a passing cloud in the vast sky of your consciousness, rather than the storm that defines you. You learn not to cling so tightly to pleasure and not to be so devastated by pain. Second, if reality is malleable and influenced by consciousness, it empowers us to become active creators of our experience, not just passive victims. This is the foundation of manifestation and the law of attraction. By shifting your focus, your beliefs, and your energy, you can literally begin to collapse new probabilities from the quantum field. You start to see reality not as a fixed set of circumstances, but as a fluid medium that responds to your intention. You realize the universe is not happening to you, it's happening through you. Finally, this understanding encourages us to let go of fear. Because what are we truly afraid of in a grand illusion? To let go of the ego, that small, constructed self that desperately tries to control everything. To let go of attachment to outcomes, people, and possessions. When you see the illusory nature of it all, you can participate in the game of life more fully. More ahoy fully, but with a sense of lightness and detachment. You can play your part with passion, but without the crushing weight of believing it's the only reality. If reality is an illusion, then awakening means learning to see beyond it. The spiritual journey, the path of the scientist, the quest of the philosopher, they are all attempts to peek behind the curtain. The path to freedom begins the moment we dare to question what is real. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the heart of wisdom. And we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Is reality an illusion to you? In our next video, we'll explore the Bhagavad Gita's ancient secret on how to master detachment and unlock unshakable inner strength in the face of life's greatest battles. You won't want to miss it. See you then.